In this endless corridor, countless doors stretched on. The man picked one at random only for the corridor to instantly collapse into a box. When he stepped out of it, he saw the world being devoured by the sun. Fortunately, he managed to slam the door shut just in time. The world behind each door was shaped by their emotions. George and Amanda tried to cheer themselves up, hoping that might take them back to the real Earth. Instead, they arrived in a version of Earth submerged underwater. The iron door, forced by the water pressure, refused to close. The box sank into the flood, and only when it was completely filled did the door finally shut, transforming the box back into a corridor. After a brief rest, the effect of the neuroagent wore off. Once again, the corridor became a box. When the two opened its door, they found themselves in a laboratory, where Amanda's long-missing friend Claire appeared. Claire welcomed them to her place and explained that this parallel world had already been overrun by giant hornets, creatures that devour everything in their path. Amanda urged Claire to escape with them, but Claire feared the unknown worlds beyond the box more than the hornets outside. Before they left, she gave them a notebook filled with her notes and experiences from traveling through different parallel universes. George and Amanda entered the box again. After another injection of the neuroagent, the box shifted back into a corridor. George took out a pen and carefully wrote down the characteristics of the world he wanted to reach. Once he was ready, he opened the door. This time, they seemed to arrive in a normal city. George returned to his home, but to avoid running into another version of himself, he picked up a knife and crept upstairs. When he opened the bedroom door, only his wife, Lisa, was inside. Startled, Lisa froze, and George quickly put the knife down. But Lisa grabbed it instead, then immediately called the police, shockingly referring to George as her ex-husband on the phone. Before George could understand what was happening, someone tackled him to the ground, his own son. It was clear that both Lisa and his son despised him. George had no choice but to flee with Amanda once again. Meanwhile, another George was also traveling through different parallel universes. But unlike them, he seemed to have mastered the method of crossing completely. From the lab staff, he learned that Amanda and the real George had also entered the box. He then arrived in the real George's parallel world, knowing that his true counterpart would inevitably discover the way back home. This other George devised a plan to shut down the box that led into the real George's world.